Rancho del Lago 2021, and this is CheryLynn. Well, it's been a rough couple of weeks. My last video I told you about losing my selfie stick, which I bought specifically for being able to do better videos for my YouTube channel. And it was stupid. I did it. It's my fault. But it's gone. And it wasn't cheap. So everything I do now has to be handheld, which presents some difficulties, but nothing I can't get over. Before I continue, let me just thank you. I want to let you know how much I appreciate the fact that you do subscribe to the channel and that you click on like when you enjoy the content. I'm not really working hard to think up things to put on my videos because life here is kind of crazy and widely varied. Different things go on all the time. But the fact that you're here watching helps YouTube to know that the content is something that people want to see, and they will push my videos further out to other people who may have the same kind of interest as you. Thank you again. Now, please stay with me through the end of the video because there is a wild and crazy surprise. All right, so first that happened. Then we lost one of our wonderful geese. We had 3 left. We started with 4, but the first one succumbed to pneumonia. And once they get pneumonia, you can't save them. This one, I highly suspect, was stung by a scorpion. I saw a scorpion in the yard by its foot. He apparently walked over it, kicked it up in the air, and it landed by me, so I knew it was a scorpion. Of course, I squished it. I watched him several times during the day, and he seemed just fine. But I went out the next morning to feed them, and only 2 came to eat. I went looking, and this little boy was already gone. Gone sometime during the night, totally gone. Nothing I could do to save him. It was way past that point. So I cried, because that's what we do when we're homesteaders. We try to give our animals the absolute best life until it's their time to serve their purpose. And then we are very humane in the way that they exit this life. And anything that takes their lives away from them breaks our hearts. So I know it seems strange to someone who doesn't live the life and know farm animals, but that is the way it is. Well, then a couple of good things, actually. We gained a little bunny that someone had as a pet. And as I've told you all before, when we take in pets, they remain pets, which we rehome, or they go into our breeding stock, or if they're not qualified to be a breeder, then they just take up residence here. We do not ever send pets to freezer camp. So we got a new little bunny that way. Our baby bunnies are growing significantly. Then a really bad thing happened, and that was that one of our rescued puppy dogs got into the garden area where the turkey run is and got through the fence and attacked our boy turkey. Did some damage to him with some bite marks, but nothing really serious. Oops. I have given him antibiotic after we washed all the wounds very cleanly. And then I gave him an antibiotic shot as well as continuing the topical salves. He looks like he's doing good. That was 3 days ago. So I'm very hopeful that he will make a full recovery. But that was a big scare. And then one other new thing is that we got a new member of the family. And that is a little kitten. I initially called her Dose because she is number 12 on the pet list. But watching her antics, I'm not sure. I think that maybe Houdini or tenacity or fearless. What do you all think? Any one of those names or another one you can think of? Because she's still young and she doesn't really know her name yet. We still have plenty of time to give her a new one. So if you'd like to chime in, please put that in comments. Which reminds me, any comments that you have on the videos that I do, please put them in the video. I also post on my Facebook page that a new video is out, and several people comment there. But the importance of commenting here on the video is that YouTube looks at those comments as valuable interaction, and then it treats my videos very favorably in pushing them out to other people who may have an interest. So I appreciate that. So yesterday I needed to go into town. Let me back up a moment and tell you why, and that's basically because I found the weed whacker that we wanted. It is a Stihl FS235 model, heavy duty. And the way it works here in Mexico is that they won't take cash for it on delivery. I understand that. They won't take a credit card over the phone. That's different than what I'm used to. And what you have to do is go to their bank, give the bank their account number, make a deposit in their account, get a receipt, take a photo of it, send it to the dealership, and then they will arrange for you to either pick it up or get it delivered. So in my case, we got it delivered. So I got into town yesterday to do that, and on my way from the parking lot to the bank, I saw this lovely scene that I absolutely had to do a quick video of because I live on Lake Chapala, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Lake Chapala is surrounded by mountains, and it is the largest natural lake in all of Mexico. So now you see a little bit of what I see on a regular basis. Well, here I am in the car on a Thursday morning trying to get some things done, but today just isn't my day. First, I went to the bank. I needed to get some cash, and the whole system is down. They said, come back in about an hour and a half. Well, it's too far away from where I live, so I have to try and go back on Saturday when I'm in town again. Then I came to our little mall here at Lakeside, and I see police standing all over the place, and it's very curious. I go into the store where I'm going to buy some herbs, and a siren starts going off, and they're having an earthquake warning test, and everyone had to clear out of the mall and go to the parking lot until the test is over. So here I sit, and while I'm sitting and waiting, I'll let you see that some of the beautiful scenery that I have around me. I just love it when the clouds are hanging over the tops of the mountains. Yes, it's a beautiful place. Well, here's how it all turned out. This video was taken partly on Thursday and partly on Friday, so I'm so sorry if I have confused you in my timeline. My brain is confused, so welcome to my world. Anyway, after all that, we went and picked up the weed whacker, brought it home. It worked, it started, but it was too late to use it. So allowing it to sit overnight, my son got it started again in the morning and had a helper over. And he did some weed whacking until he needed to do the string replacement thing that you do by tapping it. And in tapping it, the string didn't come out. So he stopped it and waited till my son could fix the string. Once he did that, then he couldn't get it started again. He tried and he tried and he tried. And then for, let's see, at least 2 hours, we were on the phone with the distributor in Guadalajara, We watched videos on how to start it to make sure that we were following the right procedure. We had the manual, but it's all in Spanish, so I looked up the manual and downloaded it in English to make sure that we were following the right procedure. Everything was right. But in our lives, not everything is right. So my son took it up to a local, very close by mechanic who works on small engine repair and often has a still dealership representative come down to his shop and sell the machines. Now, he's one of them that was selling it for twice as much as what we paid, but nonetheless, we went to see, are we doing something wrong or what? Well, he couldn't get it started either. So he tried 2 or 3 times and then said one more time and did get it started. So right now my son is in the process of bringing it home to see if we can keep it going and get out there and get some of these darn weeds down. I'm going to leave you with one final real oddity. And this is just to show you how weird the last 10 days have been. This morning, our neighbor calls my son, shouts across the yard, "Come over, you've got to see this." So my son drops what he's doing and he goes over. Lying on the ground is a deer. We never see deer here. Deer is an anomaly. Any deer, 1 deer, 10 deer, no deer. We have no deer here. So to see a wild deer, and the reason it was lying on the ground is because it was running through the field and it caught itself in a fence that was in front of it and snapped its neck. It was lying there on the ground, but it wasn't fully dead. So our neighbor had called the local police, and having had a report, it was their duty to send someone out to collect the deer. By the time they got here, it was deceased, so they take it then to the university for an autopsy to see if there was anything wrong with it, because the occurrence of a deer in this area is so tremendously rare. So you see a picture of the poor little critter lying there, and it did get taken away. But it's just, I mean, who'd have thunk? How do you explain? Where did it come from? Who knows? You'll see another video from me in a few days to see what new weird things go on at Rancho del Lago 2021 on beautiful Lake Chapala. Thanks for watching.